This video will show you how to create an assignment where students can annotate a PDF or essentially fill out a digital worksheet. In order to start the assignment, I'm actually going to start in Nearpod. Once I've logged into Nearpod with my YCSD credentials, click on Lesson in Nearpod, and we're going to create a new lesson. So my example is for a science class, so I might call this Independent and Dependent Variables. So what I want to do is I want to put in a PDF that my students can write on. So I'm going to click on Add Slide, and over here on Activities, I'm going to choose the Draw It option. So from here it says drop any files. You can see that a PDF is available. So I'm actually going to take my PDF that I have saved and I'm going to drop it here. You can either drag and drop it into that spot, or you can click Upload Background Image, and again it'll ask you to either drop it or you can upload it. And so I saved mine on the desktop, and I'm just calling it Independent and Dependent Variable. So I choose my worksheet and then I add that to my page. From here I'm going to hit Save, and I can now preview it. So down here at the bottom it's kind of cut off from your view, but you'll have a preview button, and this will show you what your students will see. So from here they can use the drawing tool, they can change the size and the color of their essentially their pen, and they can write, they can circle. Obviously this is going to be a little rough if they're just using a touchpad, but if they have the school device where it's a touch screen, this will definitely be helpful. They can also add a text box, and they can add pictures if they need to. They also have the eraser here where they can change the size of the eraser to go in and erase any of the markings that they put on this document. So if you would like to have your students fill out a PDF, either by typing onto it or even by writing or circling, you can do so with this Nearpod kind of hack. So from here I'm just going to close out of the student preview, and then I'm going to say Save and Exit. Now from here, if I want to use this in a Canvas assignment, I need to go back to Canvas. So I'm in my course where I want to use that PDF assignment, and I'm actually going to click on the Assignments tab in Course Navigation, and I'm going to use the blue plus assignment button, and I'm going to name it IV and DV Practice. Again, this is where I'm going to put my directions here. So if I wanted to give them a video or something like that, we could do that there. And then instead of doing online, I'm going to do an external tool as my submission type. Click on Find, and I'm going to scroll down until I find Nearpod. So once I click on Nearpod, you'll now see that this is my lesson that I just created. So I'm going to choose to make this student paste because they will be filling this out on their own during their asynchronous time. And then I'm going to hit Save and Publish. So now when my students come to this page in Canvas, it'll have their name in, they'll say Join Lesson, and then they can start working on it here in this view. They can do all their editing and things like that, and then once they're done, they'll see the Submit button, and then they're all finished. So then you'll be able to go in and see the Nearpod when you go into the speed grader. If you have more questions about using Nearpod to annotate a PDF, please see me, your IIC.